Welcome, Geometry students, to class today on this Wednesday the 10th. Hope you guys are ready to take your test today. Let's go ahead and listen to some announcements quickly before you start your test today. Number one, your semester exam will be next week, so we'll start reviewing for that tomorrow. That semester exam is really important. It's worth, I believe, 20% of your semester grade. Please listen well as we review for that over the next 3 days, Thursday, Friday, and Monday. I believe your test will be next Tuesday, I believe. Turn in your review sheet only if you completed it. If you did not complete your review sheet, please do not turn it in. Okay, number two, do not turn it in if you're not going to put your name on it. So please put your name on it and turn your review sheet in now. A lot of you turned it in yesterday, which is great, okay? But those that did not, please turn it in now if you haven't done. Incompletes, we have, let's see, quite a few. Now, Jaden, I am very consistent with my rules. I do not show favoritism. However, anytime someone has missed quite a few days like you did, plus the days that you were gone, you were really, really sick. I work with students like that, okay? So listen, Jaden, any incomplete you see up here, you have until the end of the semester to make it up. I will give you until next Friday. The problem with that, Jaden, is you're going to probably want to be a little lazy and put everything off. I'm just warning you, you want to play basketball, I know you do. If you do that, I don't think you're going to be doing well in this class, okay? So make sure you're wise with your decisions, all right? Okay, Jaden, here's your assignment, one assignment you're missing. Quiz number 9. Libby, yours must be taken by this Friday. Again, Jaden, all of your incompletes are due by next Friday, about 10 days from now. Libby, you must take quiz number 9 by Friday. Jaden, here's another assignment. Jaden, here's another assignment. Okay, Sarah, you must take your quiz 10 by this Friday, okay? By Friday. Jaden, you have until next Friday. Okay, I gave this assignment on Monday. Jaden, Jordan, Libby, and Jaron don't know what happened, guys, but this should have been turned in yesterday. You have until Friday to turn this in, or it will become a 0. Of course, Jaden, I'm giving you until next Friday for all your incompletes. Email if you have any questions. Okay, guys, let's continue on. If you miss a day of class, it is your job to go to this website and watch the video, okay? If you do not do that and you come into class and you watch and we're having a quiz or a test, you will take it, okay? Students, I want to talk quickly about the assignment from Friday that no one turned in. I think you guys are confused. Now, Miss Chambers, please email me if I'm wrong, and if I'm wrong, I will just take this assignment away, and no one will have to worry about it, okay? But I thought Mr. Davis watched the class on Thursday, not Friday, okay? But Friday was the day of the concert. Do you remember, if you were the one that ran my class on Friday, if you ran it, then guys, Mr. Davis doesn't have this, okay? This is, Mr. Davis gave me the assignments from Thursday. This is the assignment I gave on Friday. If you think I'm wrong, then go back to your videos and look up the video that's labeled December, let's see, today's the 10th, 9th, should have been the 5th, I believe. Yes, December 5th. Go back and watch the video labeled December 5th, and you will see I gave this assignment right here. I already checked. I went back and checked to make sure I was right, okay? So this needs to be turned in by Friday. No one's turned it in, or it's going to be a 0, okay? Email me if you have any questions. Ms. Chambers, let me know if I'm wrong. If you did not do class on Friday. Moving on, we're going to take the Chapter 6 test today. Go ahead and pause the video at this time, okay? So at this time, pause the video. Ms. Chambers, go ahead and pass out the entire test, Part 1 and Part 2. When everyone has a test on their desk, go ahead and restart the video, and I will go over the test with you students. Okay, students, let's take a look at Part 1, Geometry 6, Geometry Chapter 6 test, Part 1, the fill in the blanks. Please look at number 10. Number 10 is written incorrectly. You need to change that number 10 to name the 6 ways to prove that a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, and put 6 blanks down there, okay? So number 10 should read, name the 6 ways. Okay, moving on. There's really nothing else to say about Part 1. Numbers 1 through 23 are all fill in the blanks, so there's really not a lot to say. There is a word bank, okay? Alright, moving on. Geometry Chapter 6 test, Part 2. On numbers 1 through 3, you're going to say yes. It's anything I say. Right now, you're allowed to write down. Anything I say, you are allowed to write down. So numbers 1 through 3, you're going to say, yes, it's a polygon, or no, it's not. If it is, you're going to tell me what kind, convex or concave. If it's not a polygon, you're going to tell me why. Okay? Alright, moving on. If I go too fast, Miss Chambers, just pause the video. Numbers 4 and 5. Guys, number 4, you know what those 4 angles have to add up to. It's a quadrilateral. You should know that. If you don't, go back and look at your theorems, okay? On the first part of the test. So you should be able to write a nice algebra equation in which you add all 4 angles up and set them equal to something and solve for x. Number 5, that is an isosceles trapezoid. I did not mention that. Please make note of that now. Number 5 is an isosceles trapezoid. So you should have no problem finding the angles x and y. Number 6, you have a parallelogram. Angle D is 35. Find the other 3 missing angles. You should be able to do that. We know something about opposite angles in a parallelogram. We know something about side-by-side angles or consecutive angles in a parallelogram. Okay, numbers 7 through 12. 7 through 12. You're going to tell me whether the quadrilateral is a parallelogram and explain your reasoning. Okay, so number 7, you'll say yes or no and tell me why. Number 8, you'll tell me yes or no and tell me why. Number 9, you'll tell me yes or no and tell me why. Number 10 on the next page, you will tell me yes or no and tell me why. Number 11, same thing. Tell me yes or no and tell me why. Number 12, I've left you room there to draw the picture if you want to. You don't have to. Okay, that's up to you. But I've given you information about the 3 angles in quadrilateral, E, F, G, H. Okay, so is it a parallelogram? Yes or no? And then tell me why. Now, look at 13 through 18. You're going to list each quadrilateral for which the statement is true. So for number 13, you know what? I'm going to give you the answers to number 13 so that you know what you're doing. The answer, number 13 says, consecutive angles are congruent. Well, guys, in a rectangle and a square, your consecutive angles are both 90. So number 13, you would put rectangle, comma, square. So do you see what I'm saying? For numbers 13 through 18, some questions might have 1 answer, some might have 2, some might have 3, and some might have 4. You have to write every quadrilateral that fits the description. So number 14, diagonals are congruent. You have to know which one of those shapes the diagonals are congruent, and then put that in the blank. It could be 1, could be 2, could be 3, could be 4. Okay, so that's 13 through 18. Number 19, you have an isosceles trapezoid. Find the missing angles. You should be able to do that, guys. If you study isosceles trapezoids, you know what to do. Okay, number 20, you have a trapezoid. I've given you 2 angles. You should be able to find the other 2 angles, angles A and B. Okay, 21 and 22. I've given you mid-segments. So those lines that are drawn right in the middle of the trapezoid are called mid-segments, okay? And because you know stuff about mid-segments, you should be able to find the value of x for 21 and 22. Lastly, determine what, numbers 23 through 25, determine whether the quadrilateral is a trapezoid or an isosceles trapezoid or a parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus, or square, okay? And go ahead and work on those. Alright, that's it, guys. Don't have a lot more to say. Please get started on your test at this time. Have a good day. I will talk to you students tomorrow, and hopefully you've studied and are ready for your test.